Welcome to Morning Brew. Start your day in the Word with Pastor Drew McComb each weekday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. Grab your coffee and your Bible. Here's Pastor Drew.
Well, hey there. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Brew. I'm Drew McComb, pastor here at the famous Little Brown Church in Nashua, Iowa. Thanks for being with us this morning. Hope you've got your Bible with you, a good cup of coffee, and you're ready to go. So these are going to be little short messages this week on a particularly important subject, that is the things that we need to remember when difficult times come along, when testing times come along. Because we all go through them, let's face it. Our life is filled at times, it seems, with tests and trials and tribulations. And how we navigate these things is so important, especially as Christians. We've got to remain strong in our faith and trusting in the Lord through these times. Someone said the struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need tomorrow. Very, very true. And so as we talk about the things that we need to learn, the first thing we learned yesterday was that we need each other more than we ever know at times of trial and testing. It's important that we have a circle of friends that are able to be there with us and to walk us through those difficult times. Most often we can't do it on our own. I know we've got the Lord with us, and that's a majority anyway, but we need some human friends around us to help us through those difficult times. Secondly, at times like these, we need encouragement more than we know. And encouragement is vital at times of difficulty and testing. So just the same way, I guess, as we can't survive without air or water or food or sleep as an individual, well, as individual believers, as a family of believers, a church or an individual can't remain healthy without having that spirit of encouragement all over the place. One of my heroes of the faith in the New Testament is that man called Barnabas. He was given the nickname Son of Encouragement. It wasn't his actual name, but he was given that nickname by the apostles because that's who he was. He was someone who just encouraged other people. There's none of Barnabas's words written down in the New Testament, but he was renowned for being just someone who would lighten the spirit of a place, lighten someone's heart, help them through tough times. He was indeed the son of encouragement. Because encouragement is kind of like spiritual fuel. We can go much further, don't we, in a word of encouragement than a bunch of criticism. It's amazing how far encouragement can go. I think it's important. If you're an employer out there, you expect a lot from your workforce. I know I've done some consulting for businesses from time to time, and my advocacy has always been make sure you give twice as much encouragement as you do criticism. If you're going to talk to somebody about failing down on their job, find something that they've done that has been positive that you can encourage them with. There was a book out years ago by Ken Blanchard called The 1 Minute Manager that talked about that whole issue of praisings and encouragements to people. Hebrews 10, verses 24 and 25, if you want to turn there, says this, and let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another. All the more as you see the day of approaching, that's the day of the Lord's return, to spur one another towards love and good deeds and to encourage one another. Encouragement, if you break the word up, is two words, en, which means in Greek, and courage or courage in French, which means to strengthen. And so basically, it means to strengthen, put strength into someone who needs that kind of strength. And a lot of people need that today. If there was one thing I would like us to excel in as Christians in this year that we're in 2024, it would be our ability to encourage other people. What an incredible ministry. Sometimes we look at the ministry as simply being, pastors and teachers and evangelists, and missionaries and apostles and prophets and so on. But yet, how many of us want to pray for and lay hold of the ministry of encouragement? I'll tell you what, if we had 10 times more encouragers in the church than we had some of these other ministries, the church would probably be a better place, a stronger place. In Job chapter 4, verses 3 and 4, I want to read it to you here. One of Job's friends, his name was Eliphaz, says this about Job. He says, behold, you have instructed many, and you have strengthened the weak hands. Your words have upheld him who was stumbling, and you have made firm the feeble knees. What an amazing testimony about Job as being a man who made people, in one version says, you have made men stand on their feet. And so what a incredible ministry that we could take on, and that is to encourage those whose knees are buckling under the pressure of difficult times, to come alongside someone like that and just encourage them so that their knees are strengthened, they're able to stand during those difficult times. Your words have kept men on their feet. I wonder if that could be said about me. I wonder if that could be said about you. If not, let's make that a goal in the end part of this year and then the next year to come, to be people who encourage other people, who see the need, who rush in and bring those words of encouragement so that someone can be strengthened through difficult time. So God bless you, and by His grace, we'll chat about this somewhat tomorrow. Bye-bye.